Hi. Um, I'm in the bedroom again because for some reason I like to do videos when I want to do a video when Harry's home from work on his day off. And then I feel like doing a video, so I go into this other room. My friend Rachel Dellywolf, this last weekend or this last week or so, she has been having problems with the internet, and she said that she called the call center and they were supposed to come out and fix the wires to have her have internet at her house again. And they said, oh yeah, and they put in the computer they were going to come out, and they were going to come out on the weekend and all this good stuff. And so that didn't happen, and she called up. She said she talked to the supervisor, but first she talked to somebody at the call center, at the customer service, the tech support, and they said that they didn't see any records of her call. And so she called him all sorts of foul names and said, fuck you, and all this good stuff, and just thoroughly yelled at him. And then she went to the supervisor and yelled at him for a while and tried to get it worked out, and it's an ongoing process. And I told her, I said, I used to work at a call center for 3 months. I know how hard it is on someone. Can you please talk to him like a human being? And she said, I don't treat them like a human being if they fuck with me or something like that. And then I gave her an example of, I didn't give her the whole story, but I gave her an example of what happened to me. What a customer said to me once. It was the first day from training. It was one of the first calls I had, but still, he had no right to say that. He was a grumpy old guy, and it's kind of funny because I don't want to get into it because I don't want to edit. I want to do another story, but it's basically I would have to tell you what company it was for. It was for a cell phone company. I would have to tell you what company it is to give you the full story, but he thought that the one company was buying out the other company, and I said, no, our company is buying out the other company. And he said, oh well, no, it's the other way around. You know how old people are, they think they know everything, and they really don't, because everybody's equal in my opinion. And he said, oh well, I can't wait until the one company buys out the other company, because they'll probably fire all you guys and then rehire hopefully decent people, and then people like you won't be working there. And he asked me a technical question. My job was to do the transaction. You have your credit card in your hand or your debit card, and you have money. It was a prepaid phone, so it was to pay for. Pretty freaking cute today. Yeah, okay. It was a prepaid phone, and you paid a certain amount of minutes beforehand, and then you used them. And my job was, oh man, I'm already at 4 minutes. My job was, you have your credit card or your debit card or your check in hand. You're supposed to give me the numbers off of it, the information, your name and your address if I need it, and then do the transaction, and then reload your phone. That was my job. I knew barely any information about the phone itself, because that just wasn't my job. And there's what's called a hold time, which I thought was immoral. They basically told, in my opinion, to lie to the customer. I said to my supervisor, I said, what if I know the question? Wouldn't it be worth it to patiently explain to the customer? Take 10 minutes instead of, my whole time was 3 minutes. They wanted me to spend no more than 3 minutes talking to a customer. And I said, well, wouldn't it be better if I patiently told them how the plan worked? Because some people called and said, I don't know how the plan works exactly. And a lot of them, how a prepaid phone works, okay, they have it's called an expiration date. That, okay, well, July 15th, for example, July 15th, if you call July 16th, or if you wait to, if you don't pay anything, any minutes, okay, and your expiration date's July 15th, then July 16th, at midnight on July 15th, it will cut off, and all the minutes, because a lot of people thought, well, I have $15 worth of minutes on here, therefore it won't turn off, because a company wouldn't screw me out of $15. And they were thoroughly yelling at me, saying, I want my $15 back. And I wasn't supposed to say, I'm sorry, but I said, I apologize, but I can't give you your $15 back because you were supposed to call yesterday, anytime before yesterday, and get more minutes on the phone. And I had a track phone for about 8 months. I know how that works. If you're on top of, if you wait past the cutoff date for your electricity is going to turn off. That's just the way it is. And I would think that every adult would know, if you don't pay your bills on time, there's going to be consequences. It's not the company's problem. It's not the company's responsibility. If you don't want to get screwed out of money, then you make sure to know how your plan works. And I still believe that. But anyway, I guess I'm going to stop the video and then tell you, because I have this infamous story. It's so funny that this one lady was thoroughly yelling at me, and an example of what call center people have to deal with, especially the bill collector people. Those bill collector people don't have any mercy. Any people with a conscience cannot be a bill collector. And I'm not saying to respect bill collectors. I hate them too, that they lie, cheat, and steal to get the money out of you. And it's horrible. But anyway, see my other video.